Improve bone density, strength, balance, and overall longevity with OsteoStrong Hickory. Call 828-270-0918.
With your look at local sports from across the Hickory Metro, I'm Jason Savage for WHKY News. Lots to talk about, and of course we've got to start with Friday night. High school football, week 1 of the season. We start with non-conference action. Bandies. Well, it was all non-conference action. Who am I kidding? Bandies winning over St. Stephen's 38-19. Bunker Hill defeats Drawn 46-6. Fred T. Ford winning over Mountain Island Charter on the road 14-0. Freedom defeats Patton in the old Motown Throwdown matchup 46-6. High Brighton edging out East Wilkes 24-21. Maiden edges out Lincolnton 29-26. Newton Conover doubles up Alexander Central 42-21. South Caldwell wins a wild one over West Caldwell 62-26. Hickory is edged out on the road by South Point 27-25. East Burke falls to West Iredell 26-0. Caldwell Community College volleyball opened up their season on the road with a 3-2 win over Wake Tech Saturday. Lyrical Edwards and Julie Burleson each had 14 kills to pace the Cobras. They're now 1-0 to start the season. They'll be at USC Union tomorrow for their second match of the season. After matching their best start to a season in program history, Appalachian State women's soccer suffered their first setback of 2025, losing 2-0 on the road to William and Mary yesterday. Mountaineers still 3-1 on the season. They were held scoreless, though, for the first time this season, despite registering 10 shots, 5 on target, led by Ellie Garrison, who put all 3 of her attempts on net. Izzy Wood, Hickory High grad, also got off 3 shots in the match, giving her now 230 shots in her career, the second most by a Mountaineer in program history. Mountaineers will be back in action on Sunday. They go on the road to take on the Tigers of Clemson. Tri-County Motor Speedway had the Doug's Fleet and Auto Glass 265 Saturday night. Winners included Graham Holler in the late models, Chase Pollard in the limiteds. Clint Townsend won the Renegades. Nathan Franks edged out Gary Ledbetter by less than 0.2 of a second in the exciting street stocks race. Jamison Wittentine won in the mini stocks. Front wheel drive series was won by Skylar Brown, and Jacob Hickman won in the Crown Vic division. Now, Tri-County Motor Speedway will be racing again on Saturday, September 6th. Scheduled to race that night will include the late models, the limiteds, the outlaws, the street stocks, mini stocks, Renegades, the front wheel drives, the Crown Vic, and finally the Carolina Vintage Series. This last Saturday night was Napa night at the races at Hickory Motor Speedway. Michael Bumgarner would win both of the 40-lap late model races on Saturday night as he extends his points lead in that series. Other winners included Kyle Barnes in the limiteds. Josh Goebel won the Super Trucks event. Cody DeMarmles took home checkers in the street stocks. Jimmy Mullins won the Super Stocks event. Now up next at Hickory Motor Speedway, the 49th annual Bobby Isaac Memorial this coming weekend. Scheduled divisions will include the late models. They'll be running 150 laps. Also running the limiteds, the street stocks, and the pro late model series. The Hickory Crawdads fell to Lynchburg Friday night 6-4, but Saturday, the Texas Rangers' first round draft pick this year, Gavin Fiend, 12th overall pick, had 3 RBI in his debut as the Crawdads would win Friday, and then yesterday, Dads would score at least 1 run in every inning except for the third, but that also included the bottom of the 9th when Hickory would score on a wild pitch, taking a 9-8 victory. Hickory 63-56 overall, 30-24 on the second half of the season. They're off today. They'll be traveling to Columbia to take on the Fireflies this week in South Carolina, the last road trip of the season for the Hickory Crawdads. Next week ends the season, and they will do so at home. As always, more details can be found at our website, WHKY.com.